Welcome to Math with Professor V. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to master the chain rule in under 7 minutes. We use the chain rule anytime we need to find the derivative of a composition of functions. And we do this by chaining or basically multiplying their successive derivatives. And you don't need to memorize any formulas, just keep in mind these two things. Number one, start from the outside, work your way in. Meaning you start differentiating the outermost function in the composition and then continue one layer at a time. And number two, don't touch anything on the inside. So whatever function you're differentiating, don't mess with or change any of the variables or functions that are sitting inside of it. Okay, so now let's work through some examples so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, find the derivative. Example 1, we have y equals sine of e to the x. So this involves a composition of two functions, which we've color-coded for you here. We have sine of something, and then e to the x is our other function. So when we find the derivative, y prime, starting from the outside, the derivative of sine something is cosine something. Don't touch or change anything inside those parentheses. Don't touch the something, so just leave e to the x alone. And then now we're going to chain or multiply by the derivative of the inside function. We're working our way in. And the derivative of e to the x, one of my favorites, is e to the x. So that's it. We're done taking derivatives. Just to rewrite and simplify your answer, you should put this e to the x in the front so it's clear. So we have y prime equals e to the x times cosine of e to the x. Good? Okay, now very similar example, but this time our function involves a composition of three functions. So we have sine of e raised to the x squared. So here are our three functions: sine of something, e raised to something, and then lastly x squared. So same idea, y prime or dy dx, starting on the outside. Derivative of sine something is cosine something. So don't touch the something, don't touch what's in there, just rewrite it exactly as it is. Now we're going to move to the next layer. Next function is e to the something. What's the derivative of e to the something? E to the something. Don't touch the something, leave it alone. And then lastly, we're going to take the derivative of x squared. We're chaining, chain rule, we're multiplying. So derivative of x squared, 2x. And we're done. Three functions, 1, 2, 3 rounds of differentiation. And then to simplify, just put your final answer with the e to the x squared and 2x out front. And then we have cosine here of e to the x squared. All right, beautiful. Moving on. Example 3, find the derivative of y equals x cubed plus cosine x all raised to the 7th. So we have two functions. We have something to the 7th and then all of this stuff going on inside. So starting from the outside, work our way in. Let me write dy dx just to spice things up. So what's the derivative of something to the 7th? Just think, what's the derivative of x to the 7th? 7x to the 6th, right? So bring that exponent down front. Don't forget the new exponent is 6, and just leave these parentheses blank for now, okay? You rewrite exactly what you have inside. Remember, don't touch what's on the inside. We're taking the derivative of the outermost function right now. Then it's chain rule time, so I'm going to multiply by the derivative of the function inside. So the derivative of x cubed plus cosine x is going to be 3x squared, and then derivative of cosine x is negative sine x. And then for final answer, I would put this term in between the 7 and the next one, just because it doesn't have the highest exponent on it, so it looks the best. 7 times 3x squared, but don't multiply it out. No, no, no. And then x cubed plus cosine x to the 6th. Okay? Kind of gross little answer, but it's correct, so we love it. Last example, find the derivative of y equals tangent of t over 1 plus t squared. So here we have a composition of two functions, tangent, and then t over 1 plus t squared inside. So here we go, y prime, derivative of tangent something is secant squared something. I know it's tempting, but don't touch the something. Just rewrite it exactly as it is, right? We're only taking the derivative of the outermost function. Then it's chain rule time. Then you get to take the derivative of the next layer, the next function, derivative of the something, we have to use the quotient rule. If you have a hard time remembering the quotient rule, I have a cool little rhyme that my teacher taught me. I have a video on it. I'll link it here for you guys to watch. But here we go. We have denominator times derivative of the numerator minus numerator times derivative of the denominator over the denominator squared. And then from here, we just have to clean things up. I'm just going to leave the secant squared t over 1 plus t squared hanging out here. And then this is 1 plus t squared minus 2t squared over 1 plus t squared quantity squared. And then probably just for simplification, let's put all of this in the front, and I'm going to combine these like terms. So at long last, we have y prime is 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared squared times secant squared of t over 1 plus t squared. And we can just box this with pride. That was well done, you guys. Well done. So that concludes the lesson. I'll be recording a part 2 on the chain rule very soon, and I need your input. So comment down below and let me know if there's any particularly spicy or tricky problems that you would like me to include in the part 2 video. And I want to incorporate more differentiation techniques along with the chain rule all at the same time. Now, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you need help with any other topics in your calculus courses, I have full-length video lectures and then other short-form videos all organized into playlists on this channel, ranging from intermediate algebra through Calc 1, 2, 3, differential equations, you name it, I probably have it. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Math with Professor V. I'll be back sooner than later. Thank you guys so much for your support. Love you.